Hi everyone! So since my last moisturizer video did so well, I decided to make a new one on different foundations that I wear. One of my managers once told me that once a woman finds a foundation that she likes, she wears it for 7 years. And I don't believe this because I have more than 7 different kinds of foundations and I change them every day depending on how my skin is or what the weather is like, how my face is when I wake up, what I'm doing for the day. I mean, all these things take factor in picking out the foundation I want to wear for the day. So the first thing I'm going to show you is 2 different concealers that I wear. They're both Maybelline and I really like them. This one I have on right now and it kind of hides up all my acne spots that I have. I use it for my under eye area. They're the same color. This one I like just a little bit more, but I can't find this one that much anymore. You could see how low I'm getting on the tube, but it just has a little applicator attached to it, and then this one just squeezes out. But they're both very nice, and they work very well for me. And again, that's Maybelline. And when I apply these 2 products, I do not use my finger. I don't even use this applicator. I use a Bobbi Brown concealer brush. And I really like this brush. It's nice and flat. So it gets the product smoothed out and kind of blended in once I apply it. So those are great concealers. Sometimes you don't need to put a foundation over them, but I like to anyway. So if you kind of have that perfect skin with one little blemish or something, these would be good for you. Next are the foundations that I wear to work. Now when I go to work, I don't really do that much makeup and I kind of like something that's simple and easy. So these are the 2 that I wear for that. This is the Bobbi Brown BB cream. And I like that it has the sunscreen in it. This is very nice for summer because it has that extra protection in it. And it just comes out. Now this product you want to use your fingers for. Do not use a brush with this because it will get really streaky and you will be able to see the lines from the brush. I use my fingers with it and then I go over it with a blending sponge and even it out and blend it in. But this product is very nice for work because it kind of just gives you a light coverage, and because you don't really want something heavy in a kitchen. And it's kind of more of a medium to fuller coverage without all the work and the hassle going into it. So this is a good one, especially for summer. The next one is Clinique Stay Matte Oil Free. And I like this one because I get oily in the kitchen a lot, so it works good. The only problem with this one is I can never get it to match my skin perfectly, and it bothers me a lot, so that's why I tend to wear this one when I either go to work or if I'm just lounging around the house, going to the grocery store that day. This one's good because you're not going to be looked at like, oh, your foundation's off, it's just a half of a shade. I mean, it's not that noticeable, but I can notice it, so I'm not crazy about it, but I like the way that it lasts and it wears very well, and I don't get oily throughout the day with this one on, and that's why I like it a lot because my skin will stay matte all day with this on. Okay, next is a couple more Bobbi Brown ones. So these 3. So this one's called Skin Foundation, and I wear this one when I have no blemishes going on. I love how this one feels, but it has a light coverage, and so it's made for someone with perfect skin, basically. If you just want something that's going to even you out, but you don't really have that much to cover up, this is a very good one to go to. It's very lightweight on. You can not feel it on, basically. And it has that SPF in it again, which is very good for the skin. So I do wear this one more when, say, I'm going out with friends, but it's not like a big going out and I don't have a full face of makeup on. I like this one because my blemishes aren't that bad right now, so it will work very well with my skin, and I just like how this one feels on. Okay, next is the foundation stick, which Bobbi Brown just redid. This was the first foundation that she ever came out with, and I love it. I didn't like the first foundation stick at all, and I never wore it. And this one I wear all the time. It blends into your skin perfectly. I mean, it's so easy to get this blended in. And this one is very good for photos or like weddings, big events. This is a good one to go to. And sometimes when my skin is very bad, I will put this on instead of the concealers because it will give me a little bit more coverage. And so if I have a big event, that's what I do with this one. And this is just great to have when you do get a big pimple or something, because you could just kind of put it on top of your foundation and it will also cover it up. So this is a very nice one, and I love how this blends and feels on. And then this one is the Extra Repair Foundation. I love how it smells. She's discontinuing this one, I heard, so get it now. It's for dry skin, so when I wake up right now with the winter and my face is like gotta get it to move around and it kind of stiff in the morning, this is a great one. It's very lightweight though, and it doesn't give you a full coverage, so I don't like that about it, but it moisturizes your skin, and it moisturizes beneath the skin and on top of the skin, so it really feels good. And this also has an SPF 25 in it, so that's good. Okay, the next Bobbi Brown one is this Longwear. You can see I use this one often. This one is for when I get very oily, the summertime. This one has no SPF in it, which that's not that good for the summer, but it's very nice for the summer because I get so oily in the summer that this controls the oil a lot. But this one you can kind of feel it on, so sometimes it will bother me. So when I wear it, I used to wear it every day, and then this is probably my 4th compact. So now I'm kind of sick of it, and I think my skin's sick of it too because now I can feel it on, and that really bothers me. So I don't wear this one as much as I used to. But it is very nice, and I'm not that oily anymore, so I think that also is a problem with this one because this one's for oily skin. So I get oily throughout the day, but I don't wake up oily now. So I kind of stopped using this one, but I still like it. And I like that it's the compact. It also does come in a liquid form, but I like how this one's nice and creamy feeling. Okay, now this is the last foundation, and this one I wear mostly every day. It's my new favorite foundation after how many have I showed you. So this is MAC's Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15, which is very good. This one goes on, I have it on now. I just love it. It goes on so good. You can't really feel it on, and it stays on all day. And this one is for oily skin, so it helps me because I don't get oily at all throughout the day now with this on. It's more of a fuller coverage, so that's good. And I just like how it goes on. It's so smooth and silky on the skin, and it feels great. So I would recommend this for all the oily people, but you could go with it if you're dry, because sometimes I am dry in the morning. So this is a good one. Now I also use 2 powders that I put on after my foundation every day. And I like both of these a lot actually. Right now I've been using the Bobbi Brown one because it's a little bit lighter of a color, which I need with no sun right now in the winter. And this one has an SPF 15 in it, which is good. It's just the Skin Foundation Mineral Makeup. And I just like this because it kind of sets your foundation down. It will give you a little bit more color. So when I use this right now for as light as I am, I don't necessarily use a bronzer with it. But this is a good one. And you can use this one by itself if you're not having bad skin or if you don't feel like putting on a liquid foundation. This is a good one to just put on. And then the other one is the Bare Minerals Matte. And I like this one because it keeps me matte all day. So if my skin's oily or I know I'm going to get oily throughout the day, I go to this one because it helps that oil not come through. And this one is also an SPF 15, which I really like. Now with all those different foundations, this one you could use by itself also. You don't necessarily need a liquid one under it. I use 3 different brushes with them, all Bobbi Brown. I love Bobbi Brown brushes. They're very nicely made in this fur, or the bristles stay nice and soft even after you wash them. So this one is the one that I use for the powders. It's just a regular powder brush. I like how nice and fluffy it is, and it just distributes the powder nicely. Next one is the Full Coverage Foundation Brush. This one I used to use every day. And this one works wonderfully with the compact. And I like it if I don't use the sponge. Like today I didn't use the sponge, so I put on my foundation and then I went over it with this, and it kind of just evens everything out and buffers your foundation into your skin, which I really like how it looks after. And then this one I use every day, which is the regular foundation brush from Bobbi Brown, and it works good with the liquids, and it just gets it all out there evenly, and this one's easy to clean. I've had some foundation brushes that are very hard to clean, and they keep the product in the bristles for a very long time. And this one I spot clean it every day, and I don't have a problem with it at all, because you don't want the bacteria getting in there every day, so that's why you should spot clean them. So this is a very good one. So I hope that helped, and if you have any questions, just comment. Please subscribe and keep watching. Thank you.